Well, dogs, grinder, motorway, bird song and light aircraft noise. Must be back at North Kilworth Wharf for the weekend. Going to continue on a little bit more of the ceiling, I think. Maybe do a little bit more paneling of the walls. A little bit of switches, a little bit of electrics. Cut some holes, do some varnish. Some fun bits and pieces, some woodwork. So yeah, looking forward to that. Only just got here, not really unpacked yet. Just going to put everything away, acclimatise for an hour. But before I unpack anything else, first things first, coffee. So everything is as I left it, which is always a bonus. Still got these strips of wood to prep, and these ones are all had 2 coats. I'm going to put a 3rd coat on them because they're going to be in a bathroom. I'm probably going to, I don't know, put a layer of polyurethane or something over the top of them as well, just to try and seal them a bit more against the moisture. So yeah, we can get on with this. I am first going to cut this board down. This is going to do the 2 4-foot sections, this side and this side of the wall. So I'm going to cut this down first though, just so it's out of the way, so I don't have to keep dragging that around all weekend. It's 6 o'clock now, it's got pretty quiet. I've now heavy duty sanded the last 8 boards, 8 strips with 60 grit sandpaper. I'm now about to shift up to 400, give them a good once over, make them all super smooth, and then I'll put some floor varnish on, and then I'll give these a once over sand and I'll start sticking them to the ceiling, I think. Yeah, moving on. Okay, it's 7:15. That's all of the boards now fully sanded, and these 8 have got a single coat of varnish. These have had 3 and they're probably dry. I could take a light sand to them now and stick up the first couple and start thinking about the wiring for the lights, whether I want a light switch inside the bathroom, outside the bathroom, on the wall, whether I want to encompass the whole thing into one switch, whether I want a corridor with a switch with a separate bathroom. So yeah, gonna give these a light sand, stick a few of them to the wall as a start tonight. Don't want to take on the tools too late. I mean, it's nearly 7 o'clock now, maybe got an hour out, maybe an hour and a half. Just use the drill and bits, hammer. And yeah, and by that time those will have dried, I'll give them a 2nd coat and a good sand, and then we'll get on, eventually give them a 3rd coat, maybe use them tomorrow. I've got to get a 4-inch hole saw off Mick, if he doesn't mind. But yeah, next chunk of ceiling ready to go. Well, it's about 7:30. I didn't manage to get any of the ceiling up. All of this lot has had a 1st coat, needs a sand and get the 2nd coat. I was about to do that. It's not quite dry yet. There's last little bits just drying out. I was going to do that, but I've got Nigel coming over for chest shortly. So I've got this lot ready, piled over here for the first 8. I'll have to take my makeshift lights down. And yeah, I'll get on with that in the morning, I think. So it's going to be a little bit late after chess. So but that's tomorrow's work, kind of, yeah, prepped, ready to go. 10 o'clock Saturday morning. Got a message from Tim saying he's on the way, so I'm not sure how much we'll get done today. So I'm just going to quickly sand them and put a 3rd coat on, and they'll be ready to go up. Yeah, and then we'll lay it all out, have a look at it, and see what the score is. So about 12 o'clock Saturday. Tim just turned up. We've just been going through some ideas. We're just going to start to prep and get rid of all these the makeshift lights up, and then we're going to start putting in the lights with some conduit, going to run all the way down, put an internal switch just down on this side that we can extend later to put on the inside wall of the corridor toilet. So yeah, just going to get on with all of this. And yeah, just as we're getting into it, I'm just going to give these a quick sand and a third coat. So while Tim's just tapping in the next bit of wood, I'm going to get ready to cut the holes for the lights in the 5th row. So I'm just going to get some gear out just while Tim's tapping that in. About 3 o'clock, we've got a bit of the ceiling done. I've got the conduit in place with some of the cable in place, but I can do the cable later when Tim's not here. So we're getting on with it. We've come to the fun part now where we're cutting a hole in the middle. Going back now. What a fix your angles. Wrong my angles. Behave. That's not bad. Not brilliant, but not bad. Well, yeah. It's not perfect. It's not bad now. It might tuck in as we go. Yeah, tuck in. Not in this. We're in here. And there's 2 boards. Alright, yeah, we'll do it 1 board at a time. Well out, bro. Well out. Yeah, okay. This one's well in. Almost perfect, yeah? Yeah, tap this in a bit more. That is actually almost perfect. Do it. A lovely summer day here. Yeah, it's lovely warm weather. At Tiverside doing my ceiling. Feels like a holiday this year. It's fantastic. About 4 o'clock now. Just cutting the next set of holes out for the corridor lights. Tim's come along really far with the ceiling. It's looking good. I've already put the vents up. We've got holes for the lights. I will put an extra light in like we did before on the extension. I've just pulled the extension apart, ready to put the next bit of ceiling up for the lights. And yeah, 1 more bit, then we're on to that bit. So it's about 20 past 5 and we've finished another 8-foot chunk of ceiling. I've still got all the electrics to do. Got to put the vents in already. It's super shiny compared to the rest. Probably should have put more varnish on the rest. But yeah, the vent covers are in. Lights are in. Well, this light that was already plugged in and working is in. Tim's just getting ready to go. Thank you very much for your help today, Tim. That was awesome. Thanks very much.
No worries.
Yeah, looking forward to see you again for the rest of the ceiling. But yeah, okay. But yeah, that looks awesome. Continuing on, only a tiny little bit left to do. But I'm going to have to do these back 2 walls first, I think. So we've got something to butt up to. So yeah, so those 2 wings at some point. So it's about 1 in the morning. I've been working on the electrics. I've got this, it's like a jungle vine happening. I've nearly finished. I've tapped in for the corridor bathroom, put a light switch in, that'll get extended out on the internal wall. And this one, I'm just putting in a single light on 2-way switches either side for the corridor. Yeah, it's taken a while, a few hours. Thumbs are hurting a little bit. But yeah, we're nearly there now, we're nearly finished. This is my setup for working without the lights on as a tap into the main power line for the lights. Cutting out spray foam to fit conduit. I've put these little braces in just to simulate the walls, just to hold the conduit, and that one will have a light in it, isn't it? You know, like I did on the hallway bit just here, where I put the extension piece in until we put the ceiling in. So it's about 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon. I've got all the wiring finished. This will all get tucked in behind the walls. I've left it a little bit loose so we can like move it around, access it if we need to. Got it all tucked away. So yeah, quite happy at that. There's just one little corridor light on this side, and over here I've put a switch for now that I will extend out, and then inside the corridor bathroom wall, and there's 3 lights for inside the corridor bathroom. But today what I want to do is put just a 4-foot board on this side with the switches in, finish that wall, and the same this side. So it's already a little bit late in the day, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done. This one was relatively easy. It's just putting the board up and putting the collar on and routing it out. This one is a little bit more complicated because we've got to orientate the switch plate, and then also got to trim out these battens a little bit because they're encroaching in on the window a little too much. So there's a little bit more work to do on this side. So we should probably get started if we want to leave at some point during the daylight. So it's about 3:30, and that little extra panel is finished. Took about 2.5 hours from start to finish. It's not too bad. The collar's a little bit short, so you've got a bit sticking out. But yeah, as far as the hole goes, it's pretty good. So yeah, quite happy with that. So on to the next one. So it's 5:45. It's been a few hours, but I've got all the work I wanted to do done. I've got the panels up either side, these little short panels, and I've put the little MDF liners in. There's that side, and that side with the light switch. Now, yesterday Tim and I did this chunk of ceiling and put these lights in. So these will be the corridor bathroom lights, and this is a single hallway light. These have a switch over here that will get extended out to the internal wall of the bathroom. And yeah, pretty good. I'd love to get started on these ceiling lights for this mudroom at the end. But yeah, it's getting kind of late on Sunday, so I can't really start that now unless I was here another day. But coming up to bank holiday weekend, so we should get a bit done that weekend. But yeah, not too bad. Just got a bit of a mess now to tidy up. A little bit of a mess. So yeah, I'm going to tidy all this up and pack up and get home. So yeah, I'll have a look in a little bit when it's all clean and tidy. So it's about 7:30. I've finally got everything cleared up, everything's lovely. But look at this. This is awesome. Loads of progress. So 80% of the ceiling done. So it's 60% of the upper walls done. All of the lower walls done. I can see the end of the lining. It's amazing. I've just got that much there left to do the last bit of the ceiling. I need to get some more boards to finish the lining off. But this is wicked. Still a bit of a mess down here, but these will all get tucked away. I've left a little bit of play and everything so it can be moved around if needed. Dragged this way or that. Another drizzly evening here at the wharf. Been a good weekend actually, feels like I got a lot done. Oh, not too bad, nice and quiet. Well, another Sunday draws in, another weekend at the boat draws in. Maybe I'll get a fire in some point during the winter. I don't know, I don't see me getting it done in the next like 6 or 7 days. You know, that I'm down here maybe 3-4 days a month. So, don't know, we'll see how we get on. Don't know whether to do water first or fire first. Let me know what you think. But quite a bit done this weekend, really. Little extra sections of the wall. Turned out quite nice. No issues, no nicks, no bumps. Nice and smooth. This collar's a little bit short, so this has got quite a protruded gap on it. It's like a mil short when you pull it tight. So it doesn't sit quite right. But apart from that, it's all perfect. That one as well, really nice cut. Really even all the way around. No nicks, no burrs, no bumps. So yeah, quite good. Again, needs a couple of furniture pins to tack that in flush if you want to keep that kind of liner. Did all the ceiling as well with Tim on Saturday. Put 2 more roof vents on. I've got a 12-inch fan coming to fit inside this one for the bathroom. So that should be quite interesting. I'm going to put the switch for that next to the light switch on the interior wall. So that should be quite good fun when it comes to that. Then need to get some more boards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more boards. We'll finish lining the boat. But yeah, really good weekend, got a lot done. All the lights are in a nice line, down basically the walkway. So that's all really cool. Well, that's another good chunk of work done. So that's going to be it for me, I think, this weekend, guys. Thank you very much for watching if you got this far through. Yeah, hope everyone's having a good time out there. Maybe one more session now to get the ceiling completely finished. Maybe 1 or 2 more sessions to get the boat fully lined. So yeah, should be fun. All right, I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks very much. Hope you're having fun.